This is Neil's Han Dynasty coming to you from the same place I always come to you from because I haven't gone anywhere. I got too many animals and no one will take care of them, so I can't go anywhere. Anyhow, enough about my bitching. This is more about, Jimmy Carter. Let's see what Jimmy Carter has to say.
Joe Biden is trying to make some friends in West Asia. His earlier plan to ignore the region has failed completely. The US president ended up alienating key allies, and now he's trying to make up to them. He's on a mission to win them back. He's making bold commitments. Today, Joe Biden promised Israel that the US will stop Iran from getting a nuclear weapon and that he's willing to use force against Tehran if needed. How will this impact the revival of the Iran nuclear deal? Our next report has some answers.
Before he took office, Joe Biden had a lot of complaints about Donald Trump's West Asia strategy. He slammed the former president for wrecking the Iran nuclear pact and vowed to restore it after he took office. More than a year into the job, Biden is walking in Trump's footsteps. He doesn't rule out the use of force against Iran.
He just said he's walking in Trump's footsteps.
You, in the past, said you'll do anything, and you say it again, that you'll ensure Iran would not acquire nuclear weapons. Does that also mean, sir, that you would use force against Iran? Is that what that means?
That was the last resort, yes.
That statement was for Israel. It was supposed to assure Israeli leaders that America will support Israel. But Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid wants the US to go beyond words. He met Joe Biden one-on-one today. At the press conference, Lapid lectured the US president.
Words will not stop me, Mr. President. Diplomacy will not stop me. The only thing that will stop Iran is knowing that if they continue to develop their nuclear program, the free world will use force. The only way to stop them is to put a credible military threat on the table.
To pacify Israel, Biden came up with a pact. It is called the Jerusalem Declaration. It dictates the future of US and Israel ties. America has committed to stopping Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. With this pact, Biden sent a message to Tehran. The US president said he is not going to wait forever for Iran to come to the table.
We've laid out for the people, for the leadership of Iran, what we're willing to accept in order to get back in the JCPOA. We're waiting for the response. When that will occur, when that will come, I'm not certain, but we are not going to wait forever.
The negotiations to revive the Iran deal remain dead. American and Iranian officials met in Qatar last month. European powers mediated their dialogue. They talked for 2 days, but left Qatar without an outcome. European powers are now issuing a warning. France says the world has only a few weeks to revive the pact now. The new French Foreign Minister Catherine Colonna has spoken out. She claimed Iran is inching closer towards becoming a nuclear-armed state. And Tehran is using delaying tactics during negotiations. Iran's President Ibrahim Raisi is watching Biden's visit to West Asia. Today, he warned America. But that warning is unlikely to affect Joe Biden. The US president is pursuing a shift. He wants deeper ties with America's traditional partners in West Asia. That might force Tehran to ramp up its efforts for a nuclear weapon and kill the nuclear pact.
Oh, there you go. I had a lot to say, but I decided to keep my mouth shut because I don't want to get in trouble. And I'll just let others talk, and hopefully you guys will be informed enough to be able to put together everything. Have a good evening. Be safe. Be kind. Be helpful. Be grateful. Man, you get so much further in life.